Hello everyone, Espurr here. What do we have today? We have a game where we're watching the Inkbrush. Now Inkbrush immediately goes for the flank. I don't advise going for the flank immediately. Look what's happening right now. The entire enemy team is poised to kill you. I'm expecting you die in like 5 seconds. But nah, you're fine. Not really, yeah. What is it? When you go for a flank, you want to make sure the enemy does not know you're doing it. Because if they do, then they can just pre-fire you and just kill you like that. Just as what the splatter shot did. Let's see if you do it again. No, you jump in. Is this a good jump? It wasn't... I mean, it probably looked okay from the map. Now, you know there's someone to the right. The fact that you know someone's to the right should tell you that pushing here isn't really worth it, in my opinion. Because what's going to happen if you push it up, if you push it further, you're going to get to checkpoint, they're going to shoot you, and it's not really going to amount to anything. In your next push, you could also just push up to checkpoint, and then this push wouldn't really matter, and you die for nothing. It's only... Okay, I'll tell you this. If you want to make moves like these, they're only where you push ahead knowing you're going to die on tower. It's only worth it if you either, win or break through a checkpoint. I don't think you're going to be able to break through a checkpoint, to be honest. But we'll see what happens. Yeah, you really do not need to stay here. I mean, well, now that your team's here, you can stay here, but... I didn't like how this push started, to be honest. Ah, well. Now you're trying to... You jump in way too... There was... I guess you were probably watching the map at least, so you probably thought it was fine and safe. And to your credit, you are alive. That is something. No, this is not... Okay. I want you... Let's say if you leave. No. You stay here and you try to shark. Oh, I should mention, this is the Brush is Good game. Where, they're getting a lot of kills. I'll give them that. They're pulling their tricks and it's working. But I think these tricks can be easily exploited. I think that's what's going to happen in the bad game. But as of right now, we're watching the good game. We'll see what happens when everything goes well. Now, just inking around. You see, that's scary. That's a lot of Inkzukas. I want to leave. I would want to leave now. Like, I don't think you realize when you need to leave and when okay, you killed 2 of them, and well, 2.5. You got an assist. You should have probably won that, but you started this push all by yourself. Give yourself a break. Yeah. Tower's still being pushed. You're probably... Yeah, you are dead. They camped your jump. You are very ready to just jump to a teammate. I'm wondering if you check if certain jumps are safe or not. Now, let's see. There's someone to the right. I assume you go after them? Yeah, you do. You pop this, and you move around, try to make sure you have good angles. Yeah, there you go. No, you don't need to be by tower right now. You gotta be up about here. Yeah, up here is fine. Up ahead of tower. I don't know why the rest of your teammates aren't ahead of tower, but, at least you're doing the right thing. And there you go. Good job. Let's see. I forgot to do the thing, but now it's here. So, let me see. Let me move on to the bad game. In the bad game, they still got a ton of kills. Or at least like a fair KA. 18 and 9. 18 kills / assists, and 9 deaths. So, they still lost this though. Pretty pretty handily. They didn't get wiped out, but... Not wiped out, knocked out, but... They did score pretty far. By they, I mean the enemy. And his team didn't really... Or their team didn't really... The Brush's team didn't really score all too much. I think it was like 89 or something. Either way. There was a stringer shooting at you for a while, and you kind of just ignored them. Like, I don't think you needed to ignore them at all. But like, I guess this was alright. You took care of the stringer. Yeah, no, I would imagine that stringers would have a hard time fighting a brush. So, I should mention though that the brush did say that they have trouble fighting stringers. And we'll see why they're having trouble. Alright, they dropped. That means they're... Wait. What are you doing right now? Hold on. Okay, so we lost tower. You go after the stringer. And you're setting up a spawn camp. The enemy has tower. Okay. Let's look at the situation. You don't really know who's up here, but I know. I know that the rest of the enemy team is by the tower. They're pushing it. And your teammates are, I'm assuming, by tower. What are you doing right now? You're containing this stringer. Granted, the stringer shouldn't even bother with you. They should be jumping to their teammates. And while you're here, look what's happening. You're letting them score. They got the checkpoint. Are they going to get past checkpoint? I don't even care if you win against this stringer. The fact that you're not helping the objective means that you're missing the entire points of the game. No. Let me... It's like going to turf war and not painting the ground, basically. That's basically what's happening right now. You're ignoring the objective right now. And that is pretty much inexcusable. Yeah, they got their checkpoint here. You let them get their check. And here, I think you realize what you've done. So here, the main problem was just not paying attention to the objective, and more importantly, over-focusing your kill. I get that, like, brushes might want to, like, stay and distract. But when you distract, it has to be worthwhile. And here, it just wasn't really worthwhile. You especially want to be keeping up, when you also distract, you want to be thinking, who am I distracting for? You're distracted the stringer, yeah. But I think what was really happening was you really wanted to go for the kill, but you couldn't really find a good endpoint. And I think it's because you're giving them too much respect. I think a brush should, here's what I think a brush could do against a stringer. One, they could just attack at a time where the stringer isn't expecting it. That's what they should do. But if they're caught in a situation where the stringer is looking at them, like what we saw around like here. Yeah, about here. Yeah, I think once the stringer dropped down, yeah, right here, I would be bum rushing them. They're dead. They're dead. You just gotta walk forward at them, because a stringer actually has a hard time fighting brushes, because brushes are so fast, and the stringer has their shots aren't slow, but they aren't fast either. No, they are fast, yeah, but it can be hard for them to land that direct. So at this point, if you were to push them, the stringer would be dead. Anyways, on to the, where is it? I think we're about here. Good enough. You go in. Yeah, you get that. You notice there's someone to the left. You're trying to move around, see what you can do. And you do kill him. Yeah, and you get beamed on by Junior, apparently. Sure. Let's see. This is a weird fight. So, I'm noticing that you really... I'm wondering if you... Okay, there's one thing I want to ask. When you respawn, do you immediately try to jump to someone? And if that's the case, do you evaluate and see, like, okay, is this person a safe jump? Are they, like... If I jump to them, are they in a position where the enemy won't immediately kill me, basically? Because here's what I think when I see a jump on the enemy team. I'm pretty sure you think this as well. If you see an enemy jump, or an enemy super jump to their teammates, I think, A, free kill. And you know what? That's exactly what they're thinking when you're jumping to someone. So what you gotta do is when you're respawning, you gotta look at the map and see, okay, can I jump to someone safely? Are they in a position where I can jump to them? And let's say the stringer, for example, won't shoot my jump, or the junior won't bomb my jump. If that answer is a no, then walk. And keep this in mind. It's okay if you need to walk because your weapon is really fast. You can just swim there. Here, you should have been deleted immediately. Yeah, but you're stuck in the middle of everyone, so you didn't know where to shoot. Therefore, you didn't really have a great chance of winning that. Yeah, jumping directly into a fight just isn't a great idea. You do bomb the tower, and it is a good habit to have, to bomb the tower. I do like that. Shot kills you, but you kill two, so that's a worthwhile trade. And you, stop their push. And that, you know, if you die to stop a push, that's a worthwhile trade. That's always worthwhile. Let's see. I think you're just painting around. I would have... Yeah, okay, now you're going in. I wouldn't have painted around like that, or as long as you did. I would have just gone in. The reason why I would have gone in was because there was only the stringer. Therefore, because it's just the stringer, I would just be like, oh, you're just one guy. I'm gonna bob and weave and make sure I don't get shot, and then I'm going to kill you. But I do think how you're handling the stringer though here is pretty good. Like, you're making sure they can't really get into spots to kill you, or at least like not getting spots to kill you. More so like you're fighting them where you have the advantage, which is up close, and when they're up far, you're ducking and weaving behind their shots, or not behind their shots, around their shots, so that it's hard for them to kill you. When there's a... This goes for any backline in general. More so for stuff like a splatling or stringer or charger. You have two options if you're a brush. You can either duck and weave through their shots. With a splatling, I wouldn't recommend that because, you know, they shoot a lot, really. Whereas a charger and a stringer has, you know, only has one shot. Or you can just not reveal yourself. And sometimes it's just better to not reveal yourself. And only come out when you have your special. Now that's not to say that like you should always do that. You're a brush. You kind of prove that you're really... I didn't mention this, but you do move pretty well with your brush. You're pretty fast, and that is good. But during that talk, I want to see what you could have done to help your teammates out better here. Because the push, how long could the push have... Let's see, so you're already up here. Your teammate's already in their like lower area. I forgot what that's called. I would say you might want to help them. You pop that just in case anyone's there. And yeah, you get a kill. You go in here. I think you could have pushed in. I think you could have pushed in from the right, to be honest. At the very least, I don't think moving to the left was worthwhile. Because when you want to push tower, you want to make sure that you're pushing in the direction that tower is going to go. The tower isn't going to go to the far left. It's going to go to the right. So what you want to do is you want to push to the right and then push ahead of the tower so that the tower is actually protected. And then it's a last ditch effort. You go in, spend a bit too long killing that guy, and then lose tower. In terms of how you dealt with the stringer, I think you dealt with him fairly well, to be honest. The main problem was that you weren't playing around the objective, and I wonder if it's because you don't know how to. So, here's what I'll say. When you want to play around objective, I will transition. Hold on. I'm going to go into recon, and I'm going to equip the brush. Hold on. New maps and modes. Okay. Give me the brush. Do I have the brush? Should have the brush. Okay. Sheldon, give me the brush. Here we go. And brush. Into recon. I think it was tower control, and then on museum was the good one. It was sturgeon. Okay. So playing around objective, which is I think what you should be focusing on. You should probably be learning how to play around objective and be more objective focused. Because you're certainly good at getting kills. You got a lot of kills. Just by being fast and, being a brush. And being really annoying. I could tell that you were being really annoying. So here, you can win the mid fight. Alright, I think you're fine when it comes to winning the fight on mid. But once your teammates have tower, so I'm just write tower here. Tower's gonna be over here, or tower's gonna be over here. Yep. So then where do you want to go? Well, I would want to be, as a brush, probably over here. Here, and, moving around, being like, hey, I'm annoying. Try to kill me, you can't do it. And then see, oh, you are killing me, die. Or, you're too close to die. Because what you're doing is, I would also recommend saying this way, to be honest. Because if you're distracting the enemy, what you're doing is, you're making it hard for the enemy to kill you. But because you're distracting them, and not actually trying to attack them at the moment, they're going to kill you eventually. It'll take longer, but they're going to kill you eventually. So someone needs to come in and kill the distracted enemies. So let's say I'm an enemy, I'm a teammate. My brush is over here distracting and all that stuff. Oh, hey, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to die. You're dead. Or you're dead. And you couldn't see me because the brush was over here being annoying. Yeah. Let's say the tower is over here and moving over here. Well, now I want to be up here. And I want to be trying to make sure that, hey, I'm going to be really annoying and I'm going to try to stop people who are going to tower. Let's see. Now, if I'm over here and the tower is all the way on my side of the map, let's say it's right over here. Well, then what am I protecting from over here? I'm spawn camping, yeah. But if the enemy team is playing correctly, like let's say that there is a spawn camper on my side. If I was being spawn camped, what would I do? Well, say there's brush right over here, but my teammates are pushing tower. I'm gonna ignore you and I'm gonna jump to my team. Because they can do that. They can just jump out so that you're kind of just irrelevant. And yeah, Brush is fast. They can get to tower if it's like sliding away. But that's still, you don't have to do that. And even then in the game where we saw that very thing happen, you still need to take a bit of time to actually get to tower. Main point is you need to be trying to think, okay, how are my actions helping the objective? More specifically, what do my teammates need? Or what, okay. When you go into your game, here's what I actually want you to do. The more like the more, what is it? Like, here's what I actually want you to do. So when you go into a game, think, all right, here's the objective. What is my team trying to do? Where is the objective going to go? And what can I do to protect the objective? That doesn't mean to ride the objective necessarily. If it's Rainmaker, I'm not asking you to grab it. In fact, I think other people should be grabbing it. Of course, grab it if no one else is going to grab it. But, you know, if there's other people, then let them grab it. But anyways, what I'm talking about is where can the enemy push that would kind of ruin everything? Like, if enemy pushes here, like let's say I have a teammate here and here, and then one on tower. Where can the enemy push that would kind of ruin everything? Well, that would be here. So I just be over here and all that stuff and all that. In essence, I basically just want you to think more about the objective. Because that's what really ruined you in your bad game. You forgot about the objective. So, that's the end to my, what is it, like, I don't know, 8-minute rant on not forgetting the objective, basically. Yeah, everything I say could have just been summarized down to don't forget about the objective. But, yeah, that'll be it for today. See ya.